Okay, so today we have the Realme 13 Pro series in the house, and when we talk about the most iconic budget phone launches in India, it's always Redmi Note series or Realme series. Comment below if you're still using one, and these smartphones in the past have kind of brought iconic features in budget, be it high refresh rate, AMOLED display, OIS camera in budget, or even periscope camera in mid-range. So does this new Realme 13 Pro series follow the same steps? Is the Realme 13 Pro series the best camera smartphone under 30,000? And there's also a catch as well that you guys should know. This is Pradeep, you're already watching TechWiser. Let's go. And starting off, you get this big boxes with AI written on the top left. Inside you get the phone, a case, some paperwork, a SIM ejector tool, and an 80-watt SuperVOOC charger with the 13 Pro Plus, and a 45-watt SuperVOOC charger with the 13 Pro, along with a Type A to Type C cable. And I'll mostly be talking about the Realme 13 Pro Plus here, as the Realme 13 Pro and Pro Plus have similar specs, but wherever necessary, I'll also mention the Realme 13 Pro as well. And here are 3 interesting things that you need to know about these Realme 13 Pro series. Now, the first being the build and design. The moment you pick up the 13 Pro Plus, it feels quite light in the hand, and it weighs around 191 grams, which is impressive because this has a 5200 mAh battery here, and I've seen smartphones this year, they are able to pack 5000 to 5500 mAh battery without increasing the thickness or even the weight of the phone. And the back here has this frosted glass back. Yes, it's glass, which is by the way inspired by Claude Monet, a French artist's works. There are famous paintings of the artist like water lilies or grain stack. Now the back of both the Realme 13 Pro and Pro Plus reflects grain stack painting, and there's also a blue one which reflects water lilies. Sounds smart, but I just read it before the video. Now the frame is also golden color, which feels smooth in the hands. So finally Realme has let go of that vegan leather bag. Do you guys use a phone with vegan leather bag, and how's your experience in day-to-day life? Now, as the back is quite smooth while using the phone, there were times when the phone slipped out of my hands, so it's always recommended to use the case that you get in the box, but a transparent TPU case here would have been better. And if you don't like a frosted glass back version, then there is also an emerald green version which has a vegan leather back. Again, design choices are subjective. I didn't mind the vegan leather back on their previous phone, and glass is also nice, so neutral. But what is not subjective here is the display on the Realme 13 Pro Plus. And these display specs are almost same for both the Realme 13 Pro phones. The 13 Pro has OLED display, whereas the 13 Pro Plus has AMOLED display. Now you would be like, Pratik, what is the difference between OLED and AMOLED display? Well, in simple words, in OLED, each pixel can manage their own power and color. In AMOLED, there is an extra helper called transistor to do it. So in super simple words, OLED is superhero and AMOLED is also superhero but saves power. Now, I was rewatching the movie Ready Player Game 1 on Netflix, and if you see the brightness, colors and picture quality looks so good here. Also, the movie is good. Like, do you think in future VR would become a common way to use tech? Back to the phone. While the content watching experience here is good, but there is no support for HDR both on YouTube and on Netflix as well. Also, the stereo speakers here are quite loud. Like, have a listen to this. Like 70% sound is fired from the bottom and 30% sound is fired from the top. Other than that, the display here has 1300 nits of high brightness mode and 2000 nits of peak brightness. The display outdoors, if you see, the icons and text are pretty visible. Overall, the Realme 13 Pro series has a good display. Now, coming to the most awaited part, the cameras. So the Realme 13 Pro Plus comes with these camera specs, and in daylight, the pictures from the main camera, they seem good. They are sharp, the light control and the colors are quite natural. Also, in the portrait pictures, if you see, the blur and the subject cutout is pretty good. Now, the ultra wide angle photos, if you see, it clicks good pictures, but it's not consistent. Like if you see this picture of mine, the picture has good amount of details. Like if you zoom in, see, it's not much over sharpened. But the problem is the light control in ultra wide angle pictures are a hit or miss. Plus, there is a bit of color shift in the photos clicked using the main camera and the ultra wide angle camera. Like see, this picture is clicked using the main camera and this one is in ultra wide. There is a shift in color. The Realme 13 Pro Plus has periscope camera, and it also clicks good pictures which are sharp, and the colors and light control are good. It can also click pictures up to 120x zoom as well, but in our testing we found that the pictures clicked up until 50 to 60x were good. Beyond that, if it is text, it is usable.
And in terms of videos, on the main camera as well as the periscope camera, you can shoot at 4K 30 FPS, and this is how the video and mic quality is.
And on the front, you get a 32 megapixel selfie camera. The pictures of the selfie camera come out good. Like the pictures are not over sharpened, and the colors and the light control here is good. Plus in portrait mode also, the subject cutout or the portrait cutout is quite good.
And 2024 is going pretty good. You can record in 4K 30 FPS on the front camera. Nice.
Now, the Realme 13 Pro Plus also comes with this AI Ultra Clarity. So if you have a kind of blurry picture, it can make the photo sharp, which is helpful in some use cases. Other than that, it also comes with AI eraser. So if I have my image and I want to remove the red box, see, I'll just draw a circle around the image and boom, it has erased the entire red box and generated this grill with the part of the building and the window. Looks quite neat. So the cameras this time have improved on the Realme 13 Pro Plus compared to the 12 Pro series, but if Realme can fine-tune the ultra wide angle camera, then the overall camera performance on 13 Pro Plus would be at par with the competition. On the Realme 13 Pro, if you look at the camera specs, last year there was a 2x telephoto camera. This year that has been removed. The Realme 13 Pro Plus comes with Android 14 right out of the box based on Realme UI 5.0, and the software here is very smooth. Like especially if you see like the unlock screen animation. One thing here is if you open the app for the first time, there is no animation. But once it's opened in the RAM, see the app opening and closing animation is very smooth no matter how fast I swipe up and down. Also, I found this multi-connect feature here in connection and sharing. So basically you can connect any Realme phone with Windows and all your most used phone apps show up here on Windows. So you can use those apps via screen mirroring, open multiple apps on one screen. Like it's a nice handy feature to use your Android apps on laptop if your phone is kept far away. Other than this, you also get features like drag and drop files from your Windows laptop to the phone, which is what we have seen in some recent launches. Also, it comes with some pre-installed first-party apps from Realme like music, messages, internet, etc. And you also have some pre-installed third-party apps as well, and if needed, you can easily uninstall them. Now, both the Realme 13 Pro and 13 Pro Plus come with 5200 mAh battery, and in our usage, clicking quite a lot of photos, playing games, watching content, and all of that, it easily lasted us one day on a single charge with about 35 to 40% battery left. Like I have to charge only it every second day. And talking about charging, 13 Pro Plus here supports 80 watt fast charging and the 13 Pro supports 45 watt fast charging. Now remember in the intro we said there's a catch. The catch here is the performance. Because both the Realme 13 Pro series phone come with Snapdragon 7S Gen 2 processor along with these specs. Now in very simple words, the 13 Pro Plus has the same processor as last year's Snapdragon 7S Gen 2. However, the 13 Pro is seeing an upgrade from last year's Snapdragon 6 Gen 1. So yeah, I guess. Now we ran the AnTuTu benchmark, which gives an overall score to the phone's CPU, GPU, RAM, etc. and it scores around 6.78 lakh. Plus we also ran the CPU throttling test here and the graph here is all green. And in balanced usage like reading some articles, browsing through the web, watching movies, scrolling through all those Instagram reels, the processor handled these tasks very well. Also we played Call of Duty and you can play the game in high graphics at maximum frame rate, which is 60 FPS. And for 60 FPS, COD was smooth here without any issues and there wasn't any overheating or frame drops as well. So if you're a balanced user who does casual gaming, like we didn't play Genshin Impact on this for 1 hour, like come on. All the casual usage, this phone does it very well. So what's the conclusion here? Is the Realme 13 Pro series the best camera phone under 30,000? Well, the 13 Pro series has good camera in terms of taking photos and under 30,000 seems like it can give good competition. The 13 Pro seems like an upgrade in terms of performance from last year's 12 Pro, and if it launches around 25,000, I would say it is a good deal. For the elder Realme 13 Pro Plus, if you want a camera-centric phone, especially photos, I feel it is still a good option around 30,000 rupees. Let us know what are your thoughts on these two phones. On that note, this is signing off. See you in the next video. Pew, pew, pew.